After days of collapses, the Shiba Inu eventually recovered today, compensating for its losses. The prevailing sentiment has recently shifted toward optimism. Individuals are enthusiastic, analysts are dropping their signals. A significant increase in the price of Shiba Inu may be imminent, however, an unusual event has transpired. Additionally, no explanation was provided to any individual. What is happening? Furthermore, what is the subject of my discourse? Well, allow me to elaborate. Welcome to Dr. Crypto, your daily serving of Shiba. This is the spot for you if you're curious about anything related to Shiba. If you want to keep informed about all the latest news forecasts and stay ahead of the crypto industry, subscribe. To get more Shib news, be sure to click the like button. Today has been an absolute whirlwind for Shiba Inu. It eventually recovered its losses and even increased by approximately 1 to 2% after laboring for days. The community's vitality has undergone a complete transformation. People are once again enthusiastic, and you can detect the enthusiasm resurfacing. The entire atmosphere abruptly shifted to a more optimistic tone, as if the Shiba Inu was regaining its composure before deciding to take action. The experience has been akin to a roller coaster, but it appears that the journey is not yet complete. And that is not even the most significant aspect. The Shiba Inu has recently breached a critical resistance level, and analysts believe that this could indicate a variety of significant developments. The Shiba Inu has captured the attention of the public, while the overall digital currency market has been in a temporary pause. Following its decline to its lowest level in the previous day, it is currently exhibiting genuine indications of an early recovery. The market is sending conflicting signals, which is keeping dealers on edge as it is shaking off the declines and making movements. At present, Shiba Inu is trading at a higher level than it was previously, having overcome a significant obstacle in its pursuit of reversing its weekly losses. The momentum is changing, and the situation is beginning to become more intriguing. However, please remain patient. It becomes even more exceptional. Shiba Inu may be preparing for a significant event, as recently noted by an analyst on Twitter. He declared that the decline has concluded, and for the initial time in weeks, a green candle has surfaced on the weekly chart, following 5 consecutive red candles. This is the type of signal that traders closely monitor, and it may indicate that a significant reversal is imminent. If this trend persists, we may be witnessing the commencement of a new rally. The market has been unreliable, but this change in momentum is beginning to make things appear much more intriguing for Shiba Inu. However, you may be pondering, what is the situation on? What is the true cause of this abrupt price change? It appears that the entire digital currency market is rebounding today, if we expand out. Additionally, who is spearheading the effort? Bitcoin. The monarch of crypto was observed to be soaring once more, reaching approximately 98,000. The absurdity of this situation is that it is occurring in spite of a significant amount of selling pressure, a phenomenon that has not been observed since the fall of Three Arrows Capital in 2022. One analyst has recently reported that spot exchanges have recently experienced one of the most significant sell-offs in recent years. Nevertheless, Bitcoin continues to maintain its stability near the 107,000 mark, a symptom of seller exhaustion, according to the analyst. This is the point at which the situation becomes intriguing. The market as a whole tends to follow Bitcoin's movements. Shiba Inu is no exception. The altcoin space is experiencing a resurgence of confidence as a result of the strength of Bitcoin, and caricature currencies such as Shiba Inu are beginning to awaken. If this momentum persists, we may be in for an exhilarating journey. Bitcoin and Shiba Inu are not the only cryptocurrencies that are exhibiting signs of recovery. Other cryptocurrencies are also performing well. This recovery is the result of a significant decline, which was primarily caused by the ongoing trade war tensions between the United States and other major global economies. The market was roiled by uncertainty, resulting in a series of sell-offs. However, the price action of today indicates that investors may be regaining confidence. It is almost as though the market is shedding the dread and determining that it is time to advance. The Shiba Inu is the subject of much speculation due to the current bullish momentum. According to some, this marks the beginning of a significant event, as they anticipate that the Shiba Inu will eliminate a few zeros in the very near future. Some are even more audacious, asserting that the long-awaited 1 cent achievement may not be as unattainable as previously believed. Naturally, these are merely predictions, but one thing is certain. The Shiba Inu has once again captured the attention of the public, and the market is currently in a bullish state, so anything is possible. But here is the shocking revelation. Shiba Inu may shortly surpass the extraordinary $1 threshold, according to certain analysts who have conducted a systematic and realistic analysis. A renowned market analyst recently conducted a thorough examination of this concept, determining whether Shiba Inu could truly achieve such a significant progression. Currently, the token is circling within the exact same price range, battling against pessimistic sentiment. It experienced its lowest point of the year just a few days ago, but it promptly rebounded. Despite the fact that it has not yet regained its previous year's high, investors remain optimistic, anticipating that the Shiba Inu will eventually surpass the legendary $1 mark. Shiba Inu's future was boldly predicted by a significant exchange, CoinW, last month, which elicited some optimism. However, not all individuals are persuaded. A more alert approach was taken by a new study from Trade City Pro, which outlined the reasons why this target may be unattainable. The most significant obstacle is the vast supply of Shiba Inu. At present, there are hundreds of trillions of coins in circulation. If the price were to ever reach a complete dollar, the market capitalization would skyrocket to an enormous amount. That it would exceed the value of the whole global economy vastly. In order to provide context, gold, the most valuable asset in the world, is significantly less valuable than that figure, and the combined value of the entire crypto market is insignificant. Analysts contend that the notion of Shiba Inu attaining a full dollar is mathematically impossible unless there is a significant decrease in supply. This assertion was corroborated by a report from the Motley Fool, which suggested that the figures are inexplicably inconsistent. However, the issue is as follows. The majority of individuals who advocate for the $1 forecast do not anticipate that it will occur immediately. Rather, they regard it as a long-term vision that could require years or even decades to achieve, contingent upon the overall market growth, token fires, and adoption. There is one certainty. The enthusiasm and optimism regarding the future of the Shiba Inu are unlikely to diminish in the near future, regardless of whether it ever attains that incredible price point. The crypto community remains as impassioned as ever, and as we have witnessed over and over again, anything can happen. Nevertheless, a peculiar occurrence is occurring in spite of all of these euphoric actions. The whales, those enormous Shiba Inu proprietors, are silently heading for the exit right in the midst of this recovery. The on-chain data indicates a precipitous and abrupt decrease in the volume of significant transactions. The volume of Shiba Inu traded in significant transactions has decreased by more than 50% in the past day alone. We are discussing trillions of coins that were in motion just yesterday, but have since slowed down. The volume has decreased by tens of millions in terms of dollars. It is not merely a minor decline, it represents a substantial transformation. However, the situation becomes even more peculiar. Wallets that commonly contain substantial quantities of Shiba Inu, which are responsible for significant price fluctuations, are no longer generating the same revenue as they once did. Overnight, their inflows have plummeted from trillions of coins to a mere fraction of that amount. In the interim, the volume of Shiba Inu that have been expelled from these substantial purses has surged, exceeding the typical rate by a significant margin. This implies that major actors are either redistributing their assets or offloading them wholly. There is a change in the air, but the future remains uncertain. Therefore, what is the genuine situation? Are these whales anticipating an improved entry? Are they relocating in anticipation of an even more significant relocation? Or is there an underlying issue that the market has not yet recognized? In any event, Shiba Inu's subsequent actions may be contingent upon whether they remain silent or make a comeback, given the absence of the largest competitors. In the present moment, the market is observing and anticipating the next movement. However, the following is even more bizarre. Satoshi Kusama and the other Shiba Inu creators are still unaccounted for. There are no posts, no updates, and not even the slightest indication of what is occurring. Silence on the radio. Additionally, this is causing individuals to feel apprehensive. Some are inquiring as to whether this is simply a silent period prior to a significant disclose, while others are pondering whether the crew will rise to the occasion and restore Shiba Inu to its former status. At present, the sole action that can be taken is to wait. However, the issue is as follows. Shiba Inu is characterized by an unwavering force, regardless of the presence of developers or the activities of whales. Today, the community is demonstrating its immense power. The fire rate of Shiba Inu has experienced a significant increase in recent times, with a staggering percentage increase. A substantial number of tokens have been irrevocably removed from circulation and transferred to dead-end blockchain addresses where they will never be accessed again. This latest fire, which is wholly driven by the commitment of the Shiba Inu army, serves as a reminder that this community continues to advance, irrespective of the market circumstances or the actions of the major participants. Each token that is incinerated results in a marginally reduced supply, which could have a significant impact on the long term for a token such as Shiba Inu. Therefore, despite the fact that there are still uncertainties regarding the subsequent steps, one thing is certain. Shiba Inu's greatest asset has consistently been its community, and they have once more asserted their influence. And in the end, it is often beneficial to step back and recall the words of Lucy, a prominent figure in the Shiba Inu society, who recently stated, "No stress, what is meant to be will be, just stack carefully and let it play out." This straightforward yet impactful message is a timely reminder. The cryptocurrency market fluctuates in surges. Some days are filled with excitement, while others are marked by uncertainty and doubt. Prices fluctuate, developers remain silent, and speculation is rampant. However, the fundamental concept of patience remains constant. Those who genuinely believe in the Shiba Inu are not merely interested in short-term gains, they are in it for the long term. Consequently, the most prudent course of action may be to maintain a level-headed perspective and stack the coins wisely, regardless of whether the marketplace is green or red. Avoid unnecessary tension and allow time to take its course, as the intended outcome will occur in both life and cryptocurrency. However, what is your perspective on this matter? Add your remark in the space provided below. The day is over now. Remember to give it a big thumbs up. To see our most recent material, share it, and subscribe to the channel.